Hello, it's great to have you join us here for a very special meeting of the minds. I'm delighted to say that joining me today, we have two of Yamaha's racing giants. MotoGP Monster Energy Yamaha's Valentino Rossi and MXGP Monster Energy Yamaha's Gautier Paulin. How are you doing, guys?
Hi guys.
Hi.
Everything is good.
Well, a warm welcome to you both. It's really good to see you and a treat for us all, really, because it's not often we get to see athletes from different disciplines involved in one chat together. But I know it's obviously not the first time you guys are meeting. Gautier, you came along to Valencia last year, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
And you guys...
Valid for the first time in Valencia last year.
Yes.
But you were... I remember you also put up a picture of Valentino, you wearing a Valentino hat when you were much younger.
Exact. So actually, it's the first time we met with Vale. You know, he's really busy. I came to many MotoGP, but for sure, it's not the best place to meet. Everybody is doing his own. He's really focused, so we will have much more time to meet in the future. Right now, we are behind the computer, but obviously, the best would be to be at the ranch or on the motocross track.
Valentino, I'm guessing for you these days it's probably be a bit more difficult to get along to any MXGP races, but did you used to visit the World Motocross Championship when you were younger?
I always follow the MXGP because like all the MotoGP riders and all the also Moto2, Moto3 are a big fan from motocross, but I never seen a real race of the world championship from live. Unfortunately, we need to organize. I already spoke with Gautier for try one time or make one test together or come at the ranch, or I wanna go to see the Italian Grand Prix.
But one thing you mentioned, Amy, you mentioned that he's a MotoGP guy, but not. He's spending more time on the 450 cross than on the MotoGP.
Yes, it's true. We always use the 450 or the 250 for training, and in the road racing, all the riders are big fan of motocross.
Gautier, you've just heard Valentino say the guys in MotoGP love their motocross, and not just for training. They use it a lot for their fun time, their time where they can just be free on the bike. But do you have an equivalent on that? I know back in the day you used to be all over BMX.
Sure. You know, when I was a kid, I just wanted to jump. So it's why I went to motocross. I didn't want it to go on the tarmac. But more and more, you know, I'm riding. I really want to go on the tarmac. But unfortunately, we don't have the time. Like Vale just mentioned, of course, he's much more busy than me. But, you know, we don't have the time. We are really focused on our season. And right now, if you want to come and see a MXGP race, or if I want to go and see a MotoGP, it's pretty tough. So hopefully we'll have the time to go one day on the tarmac and to perform, because definitely I'm really looking forward pretty much on the focus that they have. Those guys are just really close each lap, having such a huge determination and focus on what they do, and for sure that could help me on motocross.
Valentino, is your fun bike time more when you do like the flat track at the ranch, the dirt track? Yeah,
we work on the ranch and we try to have 3 different disciplines in the same track, and we have a motocross track that in this time we modify a little bit the track. We try to improve, but anyway, is already not so bad. It's a soft cross, easy. And after we have the oval, like in America, the real flat track oval. And
but
after we have sorry,
you have 2 distance of oval, I saw.
Yes, and after we have our big track, that is the ranch track. That is 2.5 kilometer, and also in that track have the big oval and the small oval inside, but is another material. Is because now we build also a real oval like American style with the con la terra, with the come si dice?
Dirt.
Yes, the ranch is different. Is more hard on the bottom and have less grip than the normal track.
But how you do with the dirt when it gets destroyed? Like it gets really quickly bumpy if it's on the dirt. One oval.
Yes, allora the oval is normal, but in our big track we have a base of cement. It's very hard.
Yeah.
And after on the cement we put some material that is rocks tritate, and we put on the top. So our track is more hard than a normal motocross track.
How close you guys are when you're racing each other? Because I see you racing with so many guys. Always, how close is the lap time? You guys are just in the wheels.
Yeah, we are 6 riders, very very close every time. And in fact, at the end of the day, we make also the time attack usually. And usually from the first to the fifth, you are within 0.4, 0.5 seconds. And the lap is long because is more than 2 minutes lap.
Gautier, you have obviously been part of Team France winning the Motocross of Nations 5 times, which is pretty impressive. So I was wondering, Valentino, if you had to choose, if we had a MotoGP of Nations and you had to choose Team Italy, who would be on Team Italy with you?
Yes, the Motocross of Nations is great. Is something special that we are a little bit, come si dice, no upset, ma invidiosi, because we don't have we don't have any MotoGP of Nations. I think is very funny and is a special race. For me, with the Team Italy, I want to take Franco Morbidelli and Andrea Dovizioso, I think.
Good choice. Good choice. Love that. And Gautier, recently Valentino, much to the delight of his fans, said it looks more than likely now that he'll race until or through to 2021, which means he'll be racing at the highest level of his sport at the age of 42. I think you're the same age as me. You're 30 now, right? How do you fancy racing when you're 42?
I mean, first of all, watching at Valle is like a monument. Obviously, I definitely think that this brings a lot of good idea, for sport, because seeing an athlete that is passionate and healthy can go forward numbers. So that's definitely, people put you down and then finally after a few years, boom, back up. And that's show that with really a lot of implication, you can be there and it's only a number. Obviously, I don't think not having Valle in MotoGP, it's tough. I think no one imagined it. So that's really big. But by my side, I don't know. I think if you would have asked any sport athlete or Valle at being 30, how long you will race, you cannot answer, because as soon as you start to develop on your future, if you have a different focus than your performance, it means you're out. If you're not focused on your performance, the 1% you need to deal with to pass the guy up front, if you don't have it in your hands, then you're away. You're thinking to something else. It's better to stop, go do something different that passionates you. So I think the most behind it's what you have on your heart. And right now, I don't know how long I would race. Obviously, I need to be honest. I'm not sure at 40 I would still be behind a gate of MXGP, but who knows? But today I cannot answer your question. It's totally tough. And he's a monument. It's, what can you say? It's just a fact. It's just a fact.
Valentino, did you agree with Gautier?
Yeah. Just watching at him being on the dirt bike, like at the ranch, I kind of, as a sportsman, you always need to analyze things, and I see him with the kids, having a Moto3, some Moto3 guys with him and stuff. 42 is just a number. He's just laughing and cheating around with those kids, and he's just feeling like them. So yeah, sport is like that. So the future, we'll see what it brings. No one knows.
Valentino, do you have any tips for Gautier to ride for as long as you have?
I'm fully agree with him, because when you are 30, so is you don't know, but sincerely you never know.
I lost your image, Vale. I don't see you anymore.
Oh yes, you see me?
No. Did you see him, Amy?
What's happened? I see you. When you have 30, you don't know when you finish, because anyway you have still a lot of power, and like Gautier said, I'm fully agree. Depends from your motivation. Depends if you are focused to improve yourself and try to be stronger race by race. And if you have this, if you have the enough concentration and also enough passion, because you like what you do, you can go. It's true that for the motocross riders, I think it's more difficult, because it's more physical for them compared to us. Now also MotoGP is very physical, but motocross is the hardest thing that you can do with the bike. So it's more difficult because you have to train harder. But I will follow. What's happened, Gautier, for the motocross? What do you think this year? I mean, you will start or no?
For sure, I want to start. This is definitely.
You have some news. You have some update. Some what's happened?
No, from the first calendar, we have had one update starting 5th of June. Then we've had a second update starting 7th of June. Then the second update was 5th of July. But then obviously pretty tough to see where we will go at. You know, it's no one know. First of all, I want to start. I want to start for the sport. I want to start for myself to have some fun. I've had some change. I cannot see you anymore, Vale, again. I don't know what.
I see you well.
Did you see Vale, Amy?
Yeah, I can see you both.
Yeah. Okay, but it's my computer. Anyhow, I wanna start, you know, for myself, and especially we have such a short preparation going on because the championship is starting really early, like 1st of March. So between
1st of March, first race. So before the NAS. But you do the first race, right?
Yes, we did the first race, but by the preparation was so short, having the testing, having the cardio training, the intense training to be at the first race, it was really tough. So going to the first race, we did the first GP in England, we did the second GP in the Netherlands, and then right now with the COVID-19, it's pretty tough. I want to start again because right now I had some good training during that preparation. Thanks God, you know, I didn't had no health consequence with that virus. You know, I've been safe. I've been staying home and really taking care of myself and staying in quarantine, you know, just by my own. So right now, I definitely would like, you know, the championship will start again. But obviously, it's pretty tough mentally for myself to think that we will turn the button on and go racing again, having 40 riders behind the gate. We always have for one rider a minimum one in a private team to 10 mechanics. You know, it's 10 mechanics with the guys, you know, for the hospitality, for everything, you know. So it's pretty tough. And then to travel, our calendar right now includes Russia, Latvia, France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Indonesia, Argentina, China. You know, it's really hard to project myself, but hopefully, you know, we go racing when it's safe to race. But it's pretty tough, you know. What do you think about MotoGP?
I think that everybody wanna race from Formula One to MotoGP and motocross, and I think that if we don't have some extra problem, I think in the second half of the year, more look like July or August, I think MotoGP will restart, and will be a shorter championship, less races, and less people at the race, less mechanics, and unfortunately, all is closed door, so no fun. But I think that we can do from 8 to to 10 races. So I think this is very positive for everybody, because if we don't race for an entire year, is bad. It's bad for everything.
Yeah, for sure, it's really bad. But like for motocross right now, they didn't cancel any races at the moment. They only postpone everything. So we would go on the calendar right now. We'd go for 8 rounds, 1 weekend off, and 10 rounds. So it's pretty tough.
Like in America, a little bit. So all races in a row.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But
like this is very tough, very difficult.
Yeah, but like many government has been taking some different, different decision, and there is few GP that right now we know that it's going to be not possible to do. So obviously, I'm definitely hoping that we can do something like MotoGP to race, because the bike is ready, athletes are ready, and the fan wants to have some show. And it's good for the mental, for everyone. We need to start again. And just by the way, Amy, sorry, you cannot ask a question, but I want to ask Vale. We saw you that you're training so hard with your machine, like like for car racing.
Yeah. We always have a championship with the simulator, with our friend. Usually we play with the Gran Turismo, with the PlayStation. And we have is very funny, because have all my friend, all the other riders from the academy, not everybody, but from Franco, my brother Pecco, and Migno, Pasini, and after we have Sanchini, we have all our friends, we have Uzzo, so we have a big championship.
Same car.
And in this period that we are at home, we play also with another one that is with the computer, with the real computer, that is a bigger simulation.
But everybody's having the same.
Assetto Corsa Competizione is called.
But everybody's got the same car, same power.
Like in the reality, have the BOP, the balance of performance. It means that the cars are all different, but they try to level they try to balance all the performance, to have. But when you try the cars, for example, Porsche have more traction, Ferrari turn more, are different. But at the end of the lap, they are more or less on the same level. But it's funny. We have we spend a lot of time during the day.
Yeah, I can't believe this.
We have to stay at home, if not, it's very boring.
Gautier, I guess for you, life's not boring at the moment with the little one at home. Although she's not that little anymore, she's almost 1, right? How are you balancing pro motocross life with dad life?
Actually, it has been a big change on the positive side. I definitely, it's a dream every day. Right now I'm really lucky to see her growing. It's just nice. There is no word, it's just giving power, giving different kind of attitude to things, being 100% focused, and also, having a step back to problems, and just looking at little things that just seeing the kid progressing is just something. There is no word. It's really I'm thankful for this. It's a fun stage, because seeing the kids standing up, seeing everything, just a little laugh. It's funny.
How many you have? How many kids?
One.
Okay.
Yeah.
A girl, you said?
Yes, a little girl.
Okay. What's her name?
June.
Say ciao to her.
Valentino, you soon?
Good question. Yeah, fortunately, my girlfriend is quite young, but anyway, I have 41, so I think that I don't have a lot of time. Maybe soon, in a short period, maybe.
You want kids, or you don't want kids? You want kids?
Yeah. I want. In my idea, I always positive to have. But sincerely, I feel like I am 20, not 40. So I wait that until the moment that I'm ready. But I think I will never be ready. So no, but now I think anyway is a great emotion, and everybody have to try to have one.
it's an experience in life. Amy,
Yes.
yeah, I hope one day you will have also one.
I keep on asking Sam, but he says the same thing as Valley. He said, I still feel 20. Not really. Listen, pleasure to talk to you both today. It's been really special to be a part of it, and we hope you guys back at home enjoyed listening, and in the not too distant future we get to see these guys back on track doing what they do best. Thanks so much, guys.
Ciao Amy, ciao Gautier. Thank you.
Ciao Amy.
Good luck, and we hope that we can restart as soon as possible.
And I hope one day I can come and make a lap time on your ranch.
Yes, like I said to you in Valencia, we're waiting for you when you want. You let me know. Is private, and we have for sure a good time.
That's cool. Hey, all the best. Stay safe, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Nice to talk to you.
Ciao ragazzi.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Bye bye.
Ciao, ciao.